Let's get right into it. Number 7. The film on your teeth. Your parents told you to brush after every meal. That habit started with a marketing genius named Claude Hopkins in 1915. Hopkins was hired to sell a new toothpaste called Pepsodent. He told people about a mysterious film on their teeth, that coating you feel when you run your tongue across your teeth. Hopkins convinced everyone this film was dangerous and ugly. He called it that cloudy film that dulls your teeth. The ad said, "Just run your tongue across your teeth. You'll feel a film. That's what makes your teeth look off color and invites decay." People obsessively ran their tongues across their teeth. They always found the film because it's always there. It's like telling someone, "Don't think about pink elephants." Within a few years, Pepsodent became the #1 toothpaste in America. The habit got passed down from generation to generation. Brushing your teeth is important, but that feeling of film that makes you want to brush right after eating is clever marketing living rent-free in your head. Dentists now warn against brushing right after meals. When you eat, your mouth becomes acidic. Brushing then scrubs acid into your teeth. Wait at least 30 minutes after eating before brushing. That film you're feeling is the ghost of an ad campaign from over 100 years ago. Number 6. The 8 glasses a day rule. The 8 glasses of water a day rule is about as scientific as your horoscope. This whole thing started back in 1945 when some scientists made a simple observation about how much water the average person uses. But here's the kicker. They also mentioned that most of this water comes from food, like watermelon, which is basically water wearing a fruit costume. But somehow that last part got lost in translation. It's like someone played a game of telephone with health advice, and we ended up with chug water until you can hear it sloshing in your stomach. The bottled water companies saw this confusion and thought, jackpot. Suddenly, everyone's walking around with giant water bottles, treating them like emotional support animals. You've probably seen these people, the ones who act like they'll turn to dust if they don't sip water every 3.5 minutes. The truth is, your body is smarter than a marketing campaign. It has this amazing built-in feature called thirst. It's like having a smart water meter inside you that actually works better than any arbitrary rule. The really wild part is different people need different amounts of water. A 300-pound construction worker in Phoenix probably needs more water than a 120-pound office worker in Seattle. The bottled water industry made billions convincing us we're all constantly on the verge of turning into human raisins. So next time you feel pressured to chug your 8th glass of water for the day, remember, your body isn't counting. It's just the ghost of marketing past haunting your hydration habits. Number 5. Daily dose of vitamin. Those colorful Flintstones vitamins your mom gave you every morning, the ones that tasted like candy but were supposedly good for you, that whole "a vitamin a day keeps the doctor away" thing was just clever marketing. Back in the 1940s, companies like Miles Laboratories realized something brilliant. If they could convince parents that their kids needed daily vitamins, they'd have customers for life. They created these cute little characters and morning rituals that would make any parent feel guilty for not giving their kid vitamins. Unless you're living entirely on chicken nuggets and soda, you're probably getting all the vitamins you need from food. Your body is actually pretty good at this whole staying alive thing. It's been doing it for thousands of years, without gummy bears shaped like cavemen. But the marketing was so effective that we've passed this vitamin tradition down through generations. It's like a weird family heirloom, except instead of grandma's jewelry, it's overpriced pee. Most of those excess vitamins you're taking are just making your pee more expensive. Your body takes what it needs and flushes the rest out. You're paying good money to create the world's most nutritious toilet water. Some people do need vitamin supplements. If you're pregnant, have certain medical conditions, or are a vampire who can't go out in the sun for vitamin D, then take your vitamins. But for most of us, that morning vitamin ritual is just making our wallets lighter and our pee more colorful. Number 4. The got milk? Dogma. Your parents told you milk makes your bones strong. It doesn't. In the 1970s, milk sales were dropping fast. The dairy industry panicked, so they created a problem that didn't exist. The Got Milk campaign wasn't just advertising, it was psychological warfare. Celebrities with milk mustaches made it seem like skipping milk was a health crime. But many Asian countries barely drink milk. Their bones aren't crumbling. The dairy industry even got the government to make milk mandatory in school lunches. They literally forced kids to drink their product. Sardines, leafy greens, and beans have more calcium than milk. But you don't see Big Kale running commercials about liquefied spinach. Your body needs vitamin D more than calcium for strong bones. You get that from sunlight. The dairy industry couldn't bottle and sell sunlight. This tradition is younger than most dad jokes. It's just really good marketing. And if you're lactose intolerant, According to the dairy industry, you're just not trying hard enough. Nothing says healthy like forcing yourself to drink something that makes your stomach feel like it's hosting a heavy metal concert. Number 3. The white wedding dress. Before 1840, brides would just wear their best dress to get married. The color didn't matter. Red was actually super popular. Then Queen Victoria decided to do something different for her wedding. She wore a fancy white silk dress. Not because it meant purity or anything deep. She just wanted to show off some really expensive lace she owned. It's like wearing your most expensive outfit to make your ex jealous at a party. The wedding industry saw an opportunity and ran with it. They started pushing this idea that white dresses symbolized purity and innocence, which is pretty ironic considering Queen Victoria chose white to flex her wealth. They also came up with this genius marketing trick. They convinced everyone that the dress needs to be brand new and can only be worn once. Pretty convenient for them. By the 1950s, if you weren't wearing a white wedding dress, people looked at you like you just showed up to a funeral in a clown costume. Today, the average wedding dress costs about $1,800. That's nearly $2,000 for something you'll wear for about 6 hours. Break that down by hour and you're paying $300 per hour to wear a dress. You could rent a Ferrari for that money. At least the Ferrari wouldn't sit in your closet for 40 years collecting dust. You're not following some ancient tradition. You're following a marketing campaign that's older than your grandma. Number 2. Fabric softener is a laundry necessity. Fabric softener is that blue liquid your mom swears by. The one that promises to make your clothes feel like they're hugging clouds. It's basically the essential oil MLM of the laundry world. It all started in the 1960s when clothing companies were making better, more durable fabrics. So the chemical companies invented a solution to a problem that didn't really exist. They created this magical blue liquid that coats your clothes in a layer of chemicals. It's like putting hair conditioner on your t-shirts. It actually makes your gym clothes less absorbent. So you're basically paying money to make your workout clothes worse at handling sweat. It's like putting water-resistant coating on a sponge and wondering why it's not soaking up spills anymore. These companies convinced an entire generation that stiff towels were basically a crime against humanity. They ran ads showing sad women feeling their rough laundry, looking like they just found out their husband's having an affair with the neighbor's cat. And it worked. Our parents bought it hook, line, and dryer sheet. They passed down this essential laundry step like it was some ancient family secret. But what actually makes clothes soft is just washing them normally. And if you really want that extra softness, throw in some white vinegar. It's cheaper, it works better, and it won't leave that weird chemical film on everything. Your towels will actually dry you off instead of just pushing water around your body like some useless aquatic massage. Number 1. The kids menu myth. The kids menu is one of the biggest marketing scams sitting right on our restaurant tables. That colorful piece of paper with chicken nuggets, mac and cheese, and hot dogs that your parents probably handed you automatically at restaurants. Kids menus weren't created because children needed special food. They were invented in the 1920s by restaurants trying to survive the Great Depression. Back then, families stopped eating out to save money. So restaurants came up with a genius plan. Offer cheaper, smaller portions for kids. Kids menus are basically the same everywhere you go. It's always some combination of fried chicken bits, pasta with butter, or a grilled cheese, and they're usually served with fries because potatoes are dirt cheap. The profit margins on these meals are insane. A kid's portion of mac and cheese that costs the restaurant maybe 30 cents to make. They're selling that for $7.99, and parents pay it because that's what kids eat. Before kids' menus existed, children ate the same food as adults, just smaller portions. In most countries around the world, there's no such thing as kid food. Italian kids eat pasta with clam sauce. Indian kids eat curry. Mexican kids eat spicy food. In America, we've convinced ourselves that children can only handle bland, beige food, and now we're seeing the consequences. Studies show that kids who are raised on these limited menus often grow up to be picky eaters. They struggle to try new foods, and that tradition has been passed down, parent to parent, ever since. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.